Welcome to the Creating Significant Figures questions in the Question Library demo. First, log in to your Desire to Learn account and go into your course. On the course navigation bar, click on the Assessments link. Notice the icons with the options that you have on the assessment tool. Click on the Question Library icon. Now we are going to create new questions in this section. Click on the section name. From the Create New drop-down menu, click on the type of question you want to create. To create a significant figures question, pick that option and click the Go button. You can leave the title of the question blank. Doing so will make the question's text show up as the title. You can leave the points value set to 1. This number can be changed later when you create your assessment. Click in the question text field and enter your question. Example: add brace X brace miles and brace Y brace miles and round to 3 significant figures. Notice that the variables are enclosed with braces. This tells the computer that X and Y are variables that will be defined for this question. If you want to add an image to go along with this question, click the Add a File button and locate the file on your computer using the Browse button. Then click the Upload button. In the Formula field, enter your formula. Be sure to put your variables inside braces. Example: brace X brace plus brace Y brace. Choose how many significant figures you want in your answer. Choose what portion of the question the significant figures answer is worth. Choose the tolerance that will make this an acceptable answer. We'll set this at 50%. Enter your units. In this example, our units are miles. Enter the percent of this question's value that the units will get. We'll set this to 10%. Now we get to the variables. We used the variables in this question inside braces. Here, do not enter the braces. Put a variable in each name box. Next, set the range for variable X. Example: min 3 times 10 to the 4th to the max 4 times 10 to the 4th, step 1 times 10 to the 2nd. This means that when the computer chooses an X value, it must choose the value according to this rule. The lowest X it can choose is 3 times 10 to the 4th, or 30,000. The highest is 4 times 10 to the 4th, or 40,000. It can choose a number using a step of 1 times 10 to the second, or 100. This means it can only choose 30,000, 30,100, 30,200, up to 39,900, and then 40,000. Next, set the range for the variable y. Example, min 4 times 10 to the fourth, max 5 times 10 to the fourth, step 3 times 10 to the third. This means that when the computer chooses y value, it must choose the value according to these rules. The lowest y it can choose is 40,000, and y choices increase by 3,000. So the next y choices are 43,000, 46,000, 49,000. This is the highest y value, as it cannot exceed 50,000. If you wish to give feedback to all students at the end of the assessment about this question, enter feedback into the question feedback box. Now click the preview button in the bottom right. Notice the variables and the example values chosen, and the answer box for the students. Notice the formula, the solution with units, and your feedback comments. Make sure that the formula is acting the way you expect it to act. Click Go Back. When you are finished making changes, click on the Save button in the top or bottom right-hand corner, and you will return to the section list. If you want to create another question very similar to this one, click on the Save and Copy button. That will save this question and create another one with all of this question's information, so that you can just edit this question's information instead of retyping it again. If you want to create another question of this same type, click on the Save and New button. That will save this question and give you a new blank question of this question type. You have now successfully created questions in the question library.